Hi everyone.
Hi.
So, today we're gonna tell you some secrets, but tell us, what are we gonna do today, Karen?
Okay, the secret is, or secrets are everything that's kind of hidden within the FramerX project folder. So as you know, the whole project that you build in FramerX is basically in folders. So the question is, what are inside those folders? How do you access them? What can you do with the materials that are in those folders?
Don't tell too much because then it's not a secret yet.
Yes.
But it's a secret, so just keep on watching.
Yeah.
And subscribe and like if you want. That'd be nice.
Yeah, true.
Bye. So, today we're gonna have a really quick video, but it's actually really important to understand. So we're gonna go into the insides of a Framer project. And here, as you see, you have just like you have this design and you have a canvas and so on. And whenever you look at it in the editor, you just see these kind of icon, beautifully designed by our designers. But yeah, basically you just see that. But under the hood, a Framer project, it's a JavaScript project. And you can access it actually by going to File and showing the project folder. So when I open the project folder, as I see, I have a container folder, and it literally just looks like a JavaScript project. And what you can also do is basically take this container folder and drag and drop it into a code editor to start editing as you would do in just a normal code project. And I'm just gonna go back into the editor. So you'll see that you have a build folder, you have a code folder where you're gonna have all your code components or your code overrides, and also if you need to use any external, for example, JSON files or fonts or anything like that, you can always place them in the code folder. In this case, we have this data.json because these rows are coming from this data.json, so we need to reference it. And then when you're done with code, you also have design. Basically in the design, you're gonna have the document that contains the canvas. And here, if you use any images, they are all gonna be stored here. So everything is quite organized under the hood. And then just some metadata. And node modules is actually quite interesting because whenever you install external dependencies and external libraries, they're gonna be reflected here. And also, whenever you install components from the store, if you go into Framer, you're gonna see, for example, that in this case, I installed Benjamin's input, and I can see that it's actually a project inside my project. So it's actually quite cool to see. You can go into the same structure, the images he used and everything. And if you're actually more familiar with code and you're more like kind of a developer type and you wanna install any kind of dependency, you can always just, as I mentioned, drag and drop it into the code editor. And then once you have it there, you can go into the package.json to see any dependencies that you had. As you see here, I have the Benjamin input, but if I want to install another dependency, I could just do either yarn add or npm install and install it. And it's just going to work as a web project. So, So, this Framer project actually appears like that because it's a zipped JavaScript project kind of thing. So if you want to work with the unzipped version, such as, for example, if you want to version it in GitHub, or you want to work with, CLI and these kind of things, you can basically save it as a Framer FX file. As you see, the normal type is Framer X. But if I go here to File and I press Option, I see it Save As option appearing. So then if I actually click on it, I can choose between FramerX or FramerX folder, which is the unzipped version of the FramerX file. And I'm just gonna save it here in the desktop so you can see it. Code overrides, Git, let's say. And now it's gonna give me a warning like you may wanna use version control with it because then you don't have backups and these kind of things. So I give OK. And if I go to my Finder and I go to desktop, I can see that the Framer file I've been working on until now was code overrides FramerX, and the one that I just saved is FramerFX. So this is just something to take into account more for developers. Designers most likely would never use that. That's why it's kind of hidden. That's it. I would say that's a quick overview. So just Hope you learned.